Hola, it's Stephanie and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to share with you guys a little bit more about the J1 visa. I did get a lot of questions from some of my viewers, or for those of you who have stumbled upon my video about my J1 experience. So in this video, I am going to expound more about how do you really get a property or a hotel or host company in the United States. So without further ado, let us get on with the video. Before I begin, I hope you guys give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below. Please click on that red button somewhere there, and if you guys want to see my first J1 experience video, I will put a link somewhere up here and in the description box. So that video was kind of like a generalized story time of the whole process, but this time I am going to break it down into specific parts and I am going to expound more about it. So I do have my notebook here and I listed down the 7 steps or 7 things you need to achieve before you get your host hotel or host company. So of course, the first step, as what I have mentioned also in my previous video, is you have to find an agency or a direct sponsor from the US. So you can do both. Here in the Philippines, we do have a lot of agencies that have partnerships with sponsors abroad. You can research on that, so I will not really expound on the different kinds of agencies because there are a lot. I personally went with a sponsor that was direct from the US. I did not have a Philippine or local agency already, so I contacted the sponsor in the US directly. I did get some questions if you can choose which hotel or which company you want to go. So this would bring me to my second step. So with those agencies, they have their own lists of openings. Yeah, they have the lists of all the hotels that they have partnered with and all the other companies. I know there are business related internships as well. You can choose based on those lists that they have. The openings in the hotels are not always there because sometimes it is already filled up with interns, so it will really depend on the current openings that each agency has. So I would suggest that you would inquire through different agencies and see all their openings, and you can choose from there. Which brings me to my third step. You do have to research about the hotels or the companies that you have seen and are interested in, so you will know how their culture is, if you think you would fit in there, or if you like the environment, or if you like the cuisine that they offer, or yeah, it really has a lot of factors, and it would be better if you do your research so you will know what you are getting into. So the fourth step is you have to prepare your resume or your CV, curriculum vitae, and you also have to include cover letters for each property or company that you are going to apply in. I know the agencies will encourage you to apply for different positions in the different hotels, so you don't just stick to one because there is a chance that you will not get inside. So my suggestion is you guys apply through different hotels, different properties, so you have the freedom to choose if ever you get accepted in the different companies. So when you submit your resume and your cover letter to the agency or the sponsor, they will be the ones who will forward it to the hotel or the property for review if they would want to schedule an interview with you and stuff like that. So it is the hotel who will determine who they are going to interview. May it be Skype or there are times when the schools, in my experience, our school had some on-site recruitment, so there are HR people or even the chefs themselves. They came here in the Philippines to conduct a personal interview, so it would really depend on how they are going to do the interview. So in this time, there are properties who will not reply to you. There are some who will give you a shot at an interview, but after that they will not accept you, or yeah, they will reject you. I personally have experienced these three circumstances. There was one property, I think it was in Austin. I knew from the agency that they did not respond to my first application, so they did not go through an interview with me. There was a second instance where I did have an interview in the on-site recruitment, so it was a personal interview. The HR personnel was in the room with me, and after that interview I did not get the position as well. And the third instance was when I did get an interview and I got accepted for that internship. It would really depend on the property if you have impressed them with your resume and your cover letter. So do not be sad when there is a property that rejected you. There are still a lot of hotels or companies out there that you can apply. I know that the agencies will still not charge you before you already get the position, so you can apply to as many hotels and properties as you can. For the sixth step, and that is the interview proper, expect that the interview is quite like getting a regular job. They will ask you questions like, describe yourself, where do you see yourself 5 or 10 years from now, something like that, and what are your strengths, your weaknesses. So it really is like a normal interview, and you also have to dress appropriately. You can go in formal clothes. Even if it is a Skype interview, you also have to dress properly, so you will give a good impression to your future boss or to your future internship property. So you do not want to give a bad impression, and I'm pretty sure that they will reject you sometimes because of that. So after the interview, it will really depend on who is going to tell you the final decision. It may be the agency or it may be the hotel themselves. So in my experience, it was the hotel or the executive chef that told me that I got the position as an intern in their hotel. You have to tell the agency or the sponsor that you got the position, and that's when they will start asking for all of your other documents, and they will ask for the processing fee. So you pay for the processing fee after you have secured an internship position. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys like this segment, and please comment down below what other segments you want me to expound on more. I would probably do a what to expect or what to do before the embassy interview. If you guys would like that, please comment down below. And yeah, I hope you guys learned something from this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys on my next video. Stephanie out.